Hello, I'm live. Welcome to the self-love series. And this is the part 3 of 6. And today's about self-compassion. So as usual, I'm going to cleanse the energy with a little bit of Palo Santo. I hope that you can join me live. And if you have something to cleanse your energy, I invite you to do so. If you have Palo Santo, if you have incense, if you have a glass of water, you have crystals, whatever you like, welcome. Bienvenida, mi amor. Aunque sea en inglés, te invito a que te quedes. El miércoles vamos a hacerlo totalmente en español. And I'm going to be cleansing the energy. Taking a deep breath. If you're here with me, if you're watching later, let's take a breather. And I'm going to center myself and make the intention to be present in this moment, to be able to serve, to be able to be a channel of love and healing. May anyone listening to me at this moment be able to receive the healing energy of God, of the universe, that you receive compassion, especially self-compassion into your heart. May you be able to receive peace, to feel that peace within you. I invite you to take a breath and release any worries, any stress, letting go of the day, anything that might be concerning you, we can let it go. And I invite you to join me on this third session of the self-love series, which is all about self-love. And the reason that I am doing this series is because I want to encourage people to learn how to love themselves and use that love to heal. My mission and my purpose as a spiritual psychologist and as a spiritual coach is to guide others to find the love within, because within our love, within the compassion that we can have for ourselves, we can find healing and we can find the courage to heal. So if you are new to me, I'm a spiritual psychologist and I have the ISA formula, which is a system that I created to coach others through the process of going within, going inside of the temple, going inside of your soul and your body and your heart, so you can align with who you are, with your purpose, and look at those things inside of you that are causing you pain, that are causing you disease and worries, and are not letting you be the best version of yourself. So if that sounds good to you, I want you to stay and let's dive in deep into this self-love room that I have been teaching for the past 3 weeks. And today we are going to show some self-compassion. Today is the moment for us to focus in what self-compassion really means. How can we give it to ourselves? We are quick to show compassion to others, but not towards us. And this is why is the third part of this series, because we first worked and talked about acceptance and doing the exercises to create self-acceptance. And then the second part was about forgiveness. Now, how can you have self-compassion? How can you show yourself the compassion that you need as you go through the process of healing? The moment that you decide to take on this journey of healing, you also decide to look at things that you don't want to look at. You decide that you no longer want to live in pain. But in order for you to let go of that pain, you need to look at it. You need to look at the things that are hurtful, that are bothering you, the trauma, the anger, all those things that are hard. We need to look at them. And at times it gets heavy and it gets painful. And sometimes we want to give up. And self-compassion comes in those moments. When you feel like you're failing, when you feel like you want to give up, when you feel like whatever it is that you're doing is not working. And even if you're trying to give yourself love, you're not feeling that love. You do the exercises, you do the acceptance exercises, you do the forgiving, but you still don't feel like you're loving yourself. Those are the moments that I'm inviting you to give yourself the compassion that you will give another. Because that's what self-compassion is all about. Is to treat yourself with warmth, to treat yourself with love, to treat yourself with the same loving energy that you would treat a baby. Instead of criticizing yourself, instead of treating yourself like you're less than or as if you are failing. So the first step of this process of showing yourself self-compassion is to start treating yourself like you would treat someone that you truly love. If at this moment of this journey, of this series, you still haven't tapped into your self-love and you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to truly, fully love yourself unconditionally, then start treating yourself like you would treat somebody that you truly love. So if you have a child, for example, that's the easiest way to tap into that love, that unconditional love that we have for children. They don't have to do anything for us to love them. We don't need to think that they deserve it or not. They just do. We just love them because they are. So as you start taking on this journey, you can start looking at yourself with that same innocence and with that same love and compassion that you would look at your child or a child that you really love, and start treating yourself as such. The same way that you wouldn't treat your child badly or make them feel less than or unlovable because they made a mistake. That's the same way that we can start treating ourselves when we embark on this self-love journey. When you decide, I am going to love myself unconditionally. And if you have done this series, if you did the first part, you know that was the first. It was the decision that even if you didn't know how to start, you were going to love yourself unconditionally. And if you made that intention and that decision, then I am inviting you to remember that it is a journey and that is going to happen by chunks, by little steps. And while you're taking those steps, you are going to make mistakes. Sometimes we go back to the abusive person. Sometimes we go back to that friend that we know is not the best environment for us. Sometimes we continue in the toxic friendships and relationships or jobs or whatever it is that is not allowing you to fully love yourself. Sometimes we go back to them or we don't know how to get out of that. So when those things are happening and you have the awareness, remember that one of the steps that I invited you to do was the awareness of what are those things that you're doing. When you have those awareness, I want you to practice self-compassion, to know that it's going to maybe take you longer than you expected to take you. But as you wouldn't get desperate or scream at a child every time he tries to walk, and if he takes a step and then falls down, you encourage that child to get up and continue. You're not going to scream because they don't know how to walk. You're going to encourage them to get up and take the next step because you know it's a process. The same way, if you have treated yourself badly, if you haven't treated yourself with the respect and the love that you deserve, then it's going to take you time to fully unconditionally love yourself and do those things that are required for you to show yourself love. So treating yourself as if you are that child learning how to walk is the same way that I'm inviting you to take this journey of loving yourself unconditionally as if you are learning how to walk. But what we are learning step by step is how to fully unconditionally love ourselves. And it's going to look different for everyone. So do not worry about how someone else is describing self-love or how they're telling you you should love yourself. Worry about how you feel loved and do those things. showing yourself that self-compassion as you think you're making mistakes, as you think you're falling into the trap. Remembering that you are, as a child, taking that step and the next step, and being present with that and allowing yourself to flow with that is the invitation, is the first invitation that I am asking. If you're here live, for those of you, hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you're deciding to do that, write it down. Remember your innocence. You are a baby inside. We all are. And sometimes we forget, the distractions, the work, the responsibilities, all those things make us forget that inside we are still that child that has dreams. We are still that child that needs love. We're still that child that needs understanding. And we give it to everybody else. Like if your best friend in the world comes and tell you, I made a mistake, I went back to that toxic relationship. Yes, you might be mad because you know that she deserves better, but you are going to treat her with compassion because you know she's going through it. You know she's healing slowly and she's doing the best that she can do. And that is the second step, to remind yourself that you're doing the best that you can do. That you couldn't be doing anything else, that right at this moment, with the awareness that you have, with the desire that you have, you are doing the best that you can do. And as that child that was taking that step and falling down, you understand that that child is doing the best that he can do. And you're not pushing it, you're not trying to make him walk faster, you are taking one step at a time, you holding their hand, you are calling them towards you. You are encouraging them, reminding them of their strength, and knowing that, yes, it might hurt if you fall down, but you can still get up. It's not going to kill you. Come on, you can do it. And that's the same thing that I want you to do to yourself. Remember and keep reminding yourself when you get into that judgment, I am doing the best that I can do right now. I am doing what I know how to do, and I am getting better every day. If you need to write an affirmation about it, so do that. I am doing the best that I can do, and every day I get better at loving myself. And every day I discover a new way to love myself. And every day I continue to show ways, and I continue to do little things to show myself how much I love me. Because I am worthy of that love. And I love myself like if I was a child, because inside I'm still that little girl or that little boy. I am still that little child. And I love that little child. And I know that right now we're taking baby steps into self-love, into honoring ourselves, into loving who we are, but we are taking a step forward. And just as a baby, you understand that the more that you get up and the more that you try, the easier and easier it's going to get. So if you are here watching me right now, I want you to write it down. I am doing the best that I can do. And you might not be judging yourself when it comes to self-love. It might be something else in your life. It can apply to anything that you feel that you're probably failing or you're not doing as good as you could. You can still write that down. I am doing the best that I can do. And every day I get better. And I keep loving myself through this process. And this process is getting me stronger. And this process is growing me. That's how we start believing in our core, in our heart, that we are capable of loving ourselves unconditionally. And then I want you to decide a few things that you actually love. So that's the third step, right? What are the things that you really love to do that makes you feel loved? And the way that you can find this out is, what are those things that you will do for somebody else to make them feel special? That's usually what you would like others to do for you. So do them for you. And if you like people to take you out, let's say on a date, if you're dating someone, you like them to take you to nice places, take yourself on a date. That's one of the homeworks that I give my clients all the time, is for them to go out by themselves without a book, without being on their phone, just being present with their company. Because if you don't love to be with you, then why do you expect others to want to be with you? Learning yourself, learning what is the self-talk that comes up when you're by yourself on a table and you feel like other people are watching you. One of my favorite things to watch is how hosts on restaurants don't know what to do when I walk in by myself and they asking like, table for one? I'm like, do you see someone else? Yes, like, yes, table for one. And at the beginning it used to bother me, but now it's just funny because I realized that the reason why they act like that is because it's not as normal as I thought it was. But I've been doing this for years. And the moment that you get used to that discomfort of just sitting on a table by yourself, no phone, no distractions, not a book, that's the moment that you start getting so powerful. Because you start to understand you start to loving you start to loving your company. And this is one of the things that I tell myself often, like, I love my company. I love to be by myself. I love that. I enjoy being with my friends. I enjoy spending time with people, but I also enjoy spending time with me. And that is something that we don't speak a lot about, the importance of spending that quality time, because we all have time alone. But I know many people that as soon as they walk into their house, they turn on the TV or the radio or they go to social media because they don't like to be in that silence. Because then you have to be with your mind, you have to be with your thoughts. And that's the silence that we are looking for. Because if you can be with that silence and you still feel good, that's when you fully are getting strong and developing that self-love. You can be with those thoughts and know what's truth and what is a lie. You can recognize the negative self-talk, and that's the opportunity that you have to know what is running your life. Our thoughts are the ones running our lives. They're creating our reality. And if we are just thinking without paying attention to those thoughts, then we're mindlessly creating our lives. And then we wonder why things are not working out, why I don't feel happy, why this is happening to me. And it is because you are not giving your mind a break to slow down and you decide the thoughts that you want to cultivate. That's when you can enter with those affirmations. I am doing the best that I can do, and every day I get better. I continue to love myself. I love and I accept myself. And you can say those things as those thoughts are coming. You can continue to repeat those affirmations as those negative thoughts are trying to distract you. Because this is when we reach for the phone or the TV, because we don't want to hear all that because it's painful. But the moment that you start training your mind to say the things that you want to feel, then the mind does not know the difference, and you start feeling that love. You start feeling that compassion. So if you're here listening, I want you to make a commitment with yourself that you are going to write that sentence, that affirmation, so you can remember that you're doing the best that you can do and that you're growing, and that each day you are loving yourself a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So I'm inviting you to join me on this meditation. Thank you for the ones who are here, the ones that are just joining. You can watch the first part in the replay. And the meditation today is for you to be with your thoughts. So I want you to observe what is your self-talk. So as we breathe, I want you to think, well, not think. I want you to just observe what's coming up. I don't want you to just force any thoughts. I want you to observe what are those thoughts that are coming up, and are they loving or are they just hateful? Are you telling yourself how beautiful and smart and talented and joyous you are, or you're being so critical of yourself? It is amazing what you can discover when you pay attention to the mind And this is the reason why I love meditation, because that's the opportunity that we have to observe those thoughts and let them go. Observing the thoughts gives you the insight of what is it that is creating your reality. If you're telling yourself, oh, you're not beautiful, you're not smart, you're failing, and that's the constant repeating thought, then obviously you're not going to feel happy. You're not going to feel like loving and compassionate. You are going to feel depressed. You're going to feel anxious. You're going to feel like less than, like you're not enough, because you are telling yourself that. Imagine someone else telling you that on a regular day, every day, telling you you're not good enough, you're ugly, you're not smart enough, you're not doing good, you're not going to do anything with your life, you're failing, oh my God, what are you doing with that guy, or what are you doing with that girl, that job sucks. Imagine somebody telling you all that every day. And sometimes that's what's happening in our minds, and we let it run and we entertain it. And with the meditations, the idea is to observe that and let it go, and not entertain the thought. Observe it and let it go. So when you are in your walking life and you're not meditating, you are able, like now you're training your mind to do the same, because those thoughts are going to come. Oh, you look so ugly today. Oh, you look so tired. Oh, your eyes are puffy. Like, I know all those things because that had happened to me before. And still sometimes the mind wants to trick me, but I understand that that's the mind still addicted to that drama. And that's when the truth comes into play of treating yourself with self-compassion and reminding yourself that you deserve love, that you are doing the best that you can do, that in this journey of healing and growth and loving yourself unconditionally and deeply, you are as a child, because this is a new concept. And even if you feel like you love yourself, going to deeper levels of loving yourself is still a new concept. You can still love yourself a little bit more. You can still treat yourself a little bit better. Not because you're not doing a great job, just because you are a little child. And how much can you love a child? If you see the innocence of a child, you want to hug them all the time that you see them. You want to see them smiling. So find those little times and these little ways that you can make yourself smile. Do not wait for other people to tell you how beautiful you are. Do not wait for other people to tell you that you deserve love. Do not wait for other people to take you out on a date or on a vacation. Do those things for you if you are capable of doing them. Because the moment that you start doing that, that's how you show others how to treat you. You start showing the universe how much you trust yourself to take care of you, that you got you. And I know that you do. So let's observe those thoughts. Let's treat ourselves with compassion. Remember that you're doing the best that you can do at this moment. And that you are going to start treating yourself like if you would treat a child. A child that is starting to walk. You're going to start treating yourself as such. And one question that you can ask yourself, if you are telling yourself the inner chatter, the inner talk, negative thoughts, and you're engaging the conversation, ask yourself, will I tell this to a child? Would I tell a child that he's dumb or not good enough or ugly? So whatever it is you're telling yourself, ask, will I tell a little baby this? And if the answer is no, then why are you telling yourself? Remember, self-compassion. So I'm inviting you to join me on this breath. Thank you for the ones that are here. So if you want to join me to breathe, I invite you to sit up straight with feet planted on the floor. You know that's my favorite way to meditate. And I have some water. And we're going to have our hands up. I am sweating. Thank you, Christina. Welcome. And we're just going to have our hands up, palms up, receiving. And we're going to allow whatever comes up, like I said at the beginning, whatever thoughts are coming up, we're going to just allow them. So I want you to be present with everything that is coming up at the moment. Just take a deep breath. Palms up, feet planted on the floor. And we're going to start taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth so we can cleanse and receive any of the information that I just gave you. Just take a breath out of the mouth. Again, take a deep breath in through the nose, out of the mouth. This time, expand the belly as much as you can, breathing deep, deep belly breath. Expand the belly, out of the mouth, releasing, relaxing. Let's start relaxing in the chair, observing the feet planted on the floor. And we're going to start taking deep breath in through the nose and slowly breathing out of the nose. And as you breathe, just observe your thoughts, what's coming up for you. But just keep your mind focused on your breath. As you breathe in, slowly observing the air, expanding your belly, being present with your breath, and slowly breathing out. Allow yourself to be fully present. And breathing out, you start relaxing your shoulders. It's just expanding the belly. Paying attention to your thoughts, what's coming up for you, what is present for you. Allow yourself to be present. Breathing deeply. And slowly releasing. Once more, deep, deep breath. And slowly releasing. And we're going to be present with your body. As you breathe in, paying attention to the feet and your legs. And breathing out, releasing any discomfort in your body. Paying attention, how is your body feeling? Observing any thoughts coming up. And just observe them like it's a movie and let them go. And breathe. Pay attention to your hips. Are they comfortable? If there's any discomfort, you can adjust yourself. You can move your body a little bit. And take a deeper breath. Expanding the belly. Full expansion. Observe the air traveling down, expanding your stomach and your belly. Slowly breathing out. Releasing the stress of the day. Releasing those thoughts. Just observing the movie of your thoughts and letting them go. They're not real. Just breathe. Relaxing your back. And breathe deeper. Expanding the belly. And as you breathe out, relax your shoulders and your neck. Moving your jaw a little bit. Releasing the tension that you hold there. And take a breath. Deep, deep belly breath. And observe the air slowly traveling down your throat. Cleansing your throat. Speaking the truth of who you are. You're going to cleanse that, whatever is stuck there. Take a deep, deep, deep breath into the belly. And slowly breathe out through the nose. Relaxing your face. Focusing on your mind's eye, in the middle of your eyebrows. Just observing there, allowing the thoughts to be there as a movie, just giving you the information of what are you really feelings, what are your thoughts giving you, what are you creating with your thoughts. Take a deep breath and let them go. And slowly releasing. Paying attention to the top of your head. Observing the energy that is there as you receive. This is the open channel to the universe. Take a breath. And let that energy just expand from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. Letting this energy activate you. Expanding the love. And breathe. Breathing in deep into the belly. And slowly breathe out. Take a breath and observe your thoughts. And let them go. Whatever they are they good or bad, it doesn't matter. You are not those thoughts. You are the observer of those thoughts. So observe them and release them. And take a deeper breath. And let's invite truth into your lungs. Let's invite truth into your heart. Those negative thoughts are not you. You can tell yourself the truth. You can remember the innocence of your inner child. You can remember your power, your beauty, that unlimited love that you came here with. Take a deeper breath and release. The same love that a child deserves just for existing is the same love that you deserve. You are still that child. You are still that light. Take a deeper breath. And release. Releasing those thoughts. And we are inviting that innocence of that child inside of your heart. Take a bit deeper breath. Making the commitment to treat yourself as such. As an innocent child that deserves love. And breathe. Deep belly breath. And imagine that child running to you. You just learned how to walk. And is wobbling. So excited that he can finally take steps that he just wants to run to you, and he falls down. Take a breath and smile. Smile from the joy of watching this beautiful child being so happy for taking a few battly steps. Run into you and breathe. Allow this joy of this child to come inside you. Observe this child getting up and keep walking towards you like nothing happened. Take a deeper breath. Reminding you that you can also get up. That you still have that strength to fall and get up and keep walking. That you too are just learning to take these new steps of self-love and compassion. That it's okay if you fall sometimes. You are doing the best that you can do. Take a deeper breath. Expanding the belly. Observe how this child is getting closer and closer to you. And slowly breathe out. And this child is opening his arms to you. I want you to just hug this beautiful child. And say, you are doing amazing. Take a breath. You are doing the best that you can do. And you will soon run. Take a breath. Take a deep, deep breath into the belly. Hugging this beautiful child, feeling this love for this child. Giving this compassion, this self-compassion. This is you. And you are doing the best that you can do. And every day you do better and better. Every day you love yourself deeper and deeper. Take a breath and receive it. And as you observe this child dissolving inside of you, remember that this child is within you. And you can say it out loud. I am doing the best that I can do. And take a breath. I treat myself with love and compassion. And take a breath. Every day, I find new ways to love me. And take a breath. I deserve love because I exist. And take a breath. I am lovable. And breathe deeply. I am love. And breathe deeper, deeper into the belly. I see the innocence within me. I love my childlike ways. I appreciate my innocence and breathe deeper into the belly. I remember who I am. I love myself because I am love. I am made of love. And I deserve love because I am. And breathe. And release. Take a deep, deep belly breath. Expanding the belly. Observing the air. Receiving this love. Loving your innocence. Reminding yourself that you are doing the best you know how to do. That you are getting better every day. But even when you fail, or you perceived as if you failed, you deserve love. And take a deep, deep, deep belly breath. And release. One more time, a deep, deep belly breath. And release. You can take this feeling with you for the rest of the night or the day. Remembering that you are made of love. That all the love that you are seeking is within you. That you deserve love because you exist. And take a deep breath and slowly open your eyes. And you can slowly start moving your neck. So you can start bringing yourself back into the room. Bringing yourself back into the awareness of this physical reality. Thank you for the ones who joined me. I hope it was of service. Of the ones of you who did it, I would love to hear how was your experience. If you want to share in the comments, I am going to be sharing this series on my YouTube channel. So if you would be so kind to support me there and follow me, I would really appreciate it. You can find the link to subscribe on my bio, or you can go directly to my channel on YouTube, Isaura Ferrer. I am posting there also notes, so you can have the notes of what I spoke about during the series, and you can have the questions also, so you can journal and connect deeper and deeper with the self-love series. Because the reason I am doing it is so you can fully take on this journey and connect with your heart. Thank you so much, Christina, for being here. Rada, I see Julio. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. I will be back next Monday with part number 4. And for those of you who speak Spanish, I'm going to be speaking about self-compassion in Spanish on Wednesday. Para los que hablan español, voy a estar haciendo lo mismo en español el miércoles. Le agradecería si me quieren acompañar otra vez. Yo no tomo notas, entonces todo es distinto. So I really appreciate for those of you who want it. Thank you. Excellent breathwork. Thank you, Trail Action Hero, for being here. I'm glad it was of service. I love you guys so much. And for those of you who are interested in working with me, you can go to the link on my bio. If you want to learn more about my one-on-one coaching, there's the link there, so you can learn more about the ISA formula, which is an intuitive soul attunement to help you align with your soul and create a life of health and wealth and healing. So if this is something that you want to do, you can go there. You can also send me a message if you have any questions. I love you so much, and I hope that you have a beautiful night. And if you're watching me later, have a beautiful day. Let me know how I can serve you, and if this was of any service to you, if you feel that this can help anybody that you know, you can also share with your friends. This is also a way that you can help me serve as many people as possible, because we all need to love ourselves a little bit more. So I love you so much, guys, and I see you soon. Bye.